Ucapan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan terima kasih ini kami sampaikan kepada Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Haji G. Haji Nur, Ketua Menteri Sabah, Abang Sani dari Tesla Group Tawau dan Ustaz Nuzan Halim dari NJU Singapore kerana menyokong usaha kami memperkenalkan Sabah di mata dunia serta menggalakkan silaturahim antara Sabah dan Singapura.
You are now listening to the number one podcast in Sabah.
I
was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me. Praise be to Allah.
Coming to you live from Sabah. This is Kinabalu Podcast.
Baik, podcast ini dibawakan kepada anda oleh M3N, tenaga gaya dan keyakinan. M3N dapat membantu anda dengan tenaga ekstra sepanjang hari, membantu meningkatkan kualiti tidur dengan menyokong tahap hormon lelaki yang sihat.
Ya, M3N hanya RM85 sebotol. Kalau mau diskaun lagi, ada diskaun RM5 setiap pembelian dengan menggunakan kod kami iaitu Kinabalu semasa check out di website dan juga WhatsApp. Layari laman web mereka di www.myluster.com.my untuk membeli sekarang. Ikuti mereka di FB atau IG @m3n.kuasa. Order melalui WhatsApp di 017512
Nyam.
Saya apa yang nama ini? 0175123401. Sekali lagi 0175123401.
Pangkis. Hoi.
Listen up, it's time to get the word out. Kinabalu Podcast is what it's about. Hear the stories, hear the beats. Listen to the podcast, it's sure to please. Kinabalu Podcast is the one to hear. It's full of stories, music, and cheer. So turn it up and listen loud. This podcast is sure to make you proud. It's the hottest podcast around. It's sure to make your feet move to the sound. It's the perfect way to pass the time. So turn it up and get in the groove and rhyme. Kinabalu Podcast is the one to hear. It's full of stories, music, and cheer. So turn it up and listen loud. This podcast is sure to make you proud. The stories are inspiring and the music is great. It's sure to make you stay up late. So don't be shy, check it out. This podcast is sure to make you shy. Kinabalu Podcast is the one to hear.
Selamat kembali ke podcast nombor 1 di Sabah. Saya Ricardo.
Saya Kenny.
Ya, kami dari Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah. Tiada yang lain sudah.
Ya.
Ada sebenarnya ada.
Ada?
Ya, ada.
Kau
Bukan lihat orang lah.
Jangan kau
Ada lah. Hopefully kita kasih ramai lah di Sabah. Konsisten sikit. Jadi kita siok lah kan. Kita boleh ada tempat kita boleh dengar. Ini kami terpaksa dengar consume dari Singapore punya podcast tau. Which is bagus lah sebenarnya.
Terpaksa lagi tu kau
I
bilang.
love it. Bukan terpaksa lah.
I love it.
Love it so much lah. The podcast sini kalau podcaster sini boleh buat show tau. Diorang boleh jual show.
Kita bila
kan.
nantilah 5 tahun akan datang.
Diorang mau tengok place kita dulu macam mana. But tadi kita sudah cerita episode sebelum ni kita ada cerita pasal Raja Razi punya show.
Ya.
Memang mind blown lah. The show sangat-sangat bagus lah.
Mind blown man.
Yeah.
Saya punya emosi macam roller coaster.
Yeah. Kita cover sikit lah Raja Razi punya show. Syah, kau pergi, Ros ada pergi juga kan? Okay.
Yes.
Aku Ros dulu. What do you think about Raja Razi punya show? Journey of a Hustler. Okay.
Memang roller coaster punya feeling lah. Jadi sekejap kasi orang nangis,
kan?
lepas tu tiba-tiba dia bawa kakak.
Kau dah buat tisu kah?
Aku dah busy.
Kau nangis Ros?
Serius.
Alamak make up.
Tak payah make up. Ada orang nak tengok pun.
Jangan. Luster Beauty. Itu lain sponsor. Alright. So Ros, kau rasa macam mana? The whole thing kau rasa kalau let's say 10 out of 10 berapa kau bagi Razi?
Aji
kita bisa panggil Aji kan. Okay.
Tapi Razi actually dia punya performance okay. Knowing him, dia punya perangai macam mana
Betul.
So you will expect whatever yang dia tengah buat dekat stage tu, kita dah boleh expect lah. But very funny lah. Tapi I didn't expect his journey was really that big.
Kan dia tak cakap dekat podcast. Most of it dia tak cerita dekat podcast kan.
Dan even tu I think he actually bilang everything tu during that time je. Even dia punya in-laws, mak dia, wife dia pun tak tahu apa.
Ya, betul.
So I think dia really keluarkan perasaan
dia simpan semua. Dia whack lah
dia
on the
whack
stage
everything
lah.
It should be confessions of
tu lah cakap. Apa yang hustler ni? It should be confession of Raja Razi lah. Macam gitulah kan.
Yeah.
Syah, kau rasa macam mana Razi punya show? Starting mana yang video-video tu?
Yes.
Okay. Kau video-video je kau suka ya?
Biasalah.
Biasalah. Video budu-budu kan. Okay.
Saya confront dia tau, Zee. Yang front of the, yang video depan-depan tu macam something je. Kau perasan ni, kau tahu ke?
Tahu tu tahu lah kan.
Tahu kan.
Dah lah nama hit scenes. Okay.
So bro, kau out of 10 kau tengok macam mana? What do you like about the show?
I cannot say how many out of 10. It's not fair. I think it's good that he handled the crowd despite
Yes,
some not turning out and dia punya tak dapat jual semua kan. But the main thing is he tried. He had the feel is good. Then I think you can see more of such stuff coming up
from him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's one point dia kata dalam podcast, dia kata what he's gonna talk to Zah and Din.
Itu tak sempat.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
Bila.
Tak sempat.
Okay lah, maybe vetted out and not appropriate, but it's okay. But still, it's a good start. It's a good start.
Well, Razi ada beritahu, dia beritahu like macam Taufik Batisa beritahu, kau tak payah nyanyi, kau just stand up je, because dia kan he's a I mean memang lah, we are storyteller lah basically. Podcaster memang storyteller, so dia patut just storytell, because dia kan non-stop cakap non-stop kan. Actually tak perlu nyanyi pula, suara pun dia rabak, suara dia tak ni kan semua.
Should do like Kevin Hart lah. Kevin Hart just wah. People love it.
But it's bloody intimidating, man, to be talking to a crowd like that.
Betul bro, it's not easy bro, seriously.
So considering what he has done, right, it's still kind of I mean, it's different when you do alone and when you're with your colleagues. I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. So the band, Key and Hairi was helpful in that sense as well.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the podcast in Singapore lah.
Yeah.
So kami ada cerita sama dia. They're thinking on going to Sabah juga, and they're thinking on having bawa family lah, bukan okay let's go lah. Kira kalau okay let's go, tengoklah macam mana. Tapi yang dia plan to bring family dulu lah, tengok macam mana. So they want to go to all the places that you guys already been lah in Sabah. So hopefully tengoklah macam mana kalau dapat. We don't know what type of person are there. I think Razi is macam kita juga yang suka nature and everything. I don't know Zah and Din pula macam mana. But they like macam diorang cakap, diorang really want to go lah.
Yeah, they are very interested lah.
It's just that when family like macam Syah, kau belum ada anak Syah?
No.
Dia belum. So ada sikit. Rose belum ada family. Tapi you went with the family kan last time kan?
I went with my family.
And ada toddler juga and everything kan. How's the experience lah?
Good lah, very santai. I find that tak rushing lah. Kalau kat Singapore, you will know that kena rush sana, nak rush sini kan. But
betul.
there, you just relaxing lah.
I see.
Kids friendly actually. It's very
yeah,
kids
correct.
Oh, kids friendly
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Glad to
Tu aku
know.
nak tanya sebenarnya.
Glad to know. Yeah.
Because
Dia pun excited. Bila dia naik yang kudasang tu kan, kita naik tu tinggi kan.
Betul.
Kita tengok tingkat tu, wah.
tingkat 2
Dia so tingkap tu turun kan, dia cakap wah.
Wow.
Budak ni pun suka lah. We also happy lah tengok dia. Dia kecil lagi kan.
How's your mother? Macam mana?
My mother okay.
Dia dah pernah pergi ataupun?
No,
first time?
The whole family belum pernah pergi.
First time Alhamdulillah.
After our trip lah, actually we actually posted some photo everything kan. Then banyak yang interested. That's why I actually pass your number to them.
Yeah.
I think ada 2 ke 3 dah. Right?
Ada. After Rose dah recommend dengan Nat dah recommend others. It was actually 2 weeks ago I brought one van lah, one group of family to Kundasang.
Yeah.
So diorang ni, this uncle and auntie, dia migrated to Perth tau. tahun 87. Dia migrated to Perth, tapi diorang balik untuk anak buah kahwin dekat Singapore. So the son dengan wife dia is Indonesian. Dengan the son, diorang dah dialect dah susah, diorang dah very Australian dah. And the anak dia ni dekat Melbourne pula. So diorang berjumpa dekat Sabah tau. Diorang tak pergi Johor, diorang tak pergi Singapore pun, diorang pergi di Sabah terus. So the father, the parents, Nat punya kawan tu daripada Singapore turun pergi Sabah, jumpa kat Sabah. So I talk to them and cerita pasal diorang and everything. And they love it very much lah pergi Sabah. They love it very much. Sempat bawa diorang pergi makan, sempat bawa pergi, they ask for itinerary juga. So kita bagi itinerary pergi first pergi Kundasang directly. Lepas tu pergi War Memorial. Desa Waderi lah. Of course pergi Desa Waderi. Kalau sempat dapat the view memang
nice
cun lah. Lepas tu turun pergi War Memorial. Lepas tu pergi yang pasar tu, Pasar Buah, Pasar tu.
Pasar Kundasang.
Sorry.
Is it the Sabati, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nearby,
Sabati.
right?
Sabati an hour drive from Kundasang. Jauh. Ros pergi tak?
I didn't go.
Ya, itu jauh.
Sampai sana.
Kau dah pergi, kau spend few nights kan dekat Kundasang kan?
It wasn't part of the plan.
Okay.
When I realised that I could do a lot of places in a short time, right?
Pergi lah, whack lah.
Then I just go all the way until Sabati.
Worth it.
Oh well, very nice man. Dia punya tempat makan.
Makanan dia sedap. Betul, makanan dia sedap.
All that.
Apparently aku tak nampak orang makan minum teh hasil. Padahal dia Sabati.
Yeah. That's another thing. I was waiting. Like, this is exactly what you are thinking, no? You're like, mana tak ada orang.
Dia dah take over besar kan. That's the main attraction. No, not actually.
Come on. They have better architecture sini lah Archa. But aku personally lah bila macam orang mendatangkan kan, orang datang minta itinerary and everything, bila aku arrange, aku try to skip kecuali orang betul-betul mau pergi lah hot spring pouring dengan desa dairy farm, because Kundasang pun ada banyak benda. So daripada Kundasang pergi hot spring 1 hour tau.
Yeah, that's true.
Then dari hot spring pergi pergi Sabati 45 to 50 minutes tau.
Yeah, it's way out of the way, man.
You remember lah kita ada bawa,
man.
kita bawa
go through Ranau.
go through Ranau, and kalau tengah mengam pula bus and everything, selamat lah.
Itulah sampai Temis, and then masuk pergi kampung orang.
Oh, itu Ustaz Nuzan pergi masuk pergi mana tak?
Boleh. There's a way to cut through.
I see.
Kampung.
Kira kau pun
Did you get
I
lost?
follow
ways.
So there's a way to cut through from Ranau. Go by the back. You go through all the kampung, then you start to see all the schools.
I see.
Then it's all gravel.
Kau sampai pergi Sabati?
Sampai. Then once you
Aku
go
pun tak
through
tahu,
to the main road, then you turn right, terus straight.
Wow.
Kira you went to the scenic route lah.
Yes.
I mean kalau tak rushing, I think that is the best way.
Tapi itu kalau malam seram ah.
Seram ah?
Seram for you, seram for me as a Sabahan as well, you know. Yeah.
Habis tu kau ingat kita apa? Alien. Bahaya, jangan sebut dah.
Sorry.
Well, I remember masa Abang Osman datang pergi Sabah last time, kita try to have kita masa tu Abang Osman 3 days 4 days 3 nights kan. So kita terus tembak pergi Simpang Mayau, which is the tip of Borneo. Lepas tu kita drove off pergi Kundasang dari jalan belakang. Lepas tu stay one night di Kundasang. Dan kita balik pergi KK, stay one night in KK.
That was awesome.
It's like macam the whole trip kalau itu kan kira sudah cover trip yang sangat bagus dari Sabah.
Yeah, you got the sea, you got the mountains,
you got the city.
Yeah.
So Ustaz Nuzan last time dia aku balik pergi cerita yang tadi tu kan. Lepas balik tu singgah pergi War Memorial. Lepas tu pergi yang pasar tu Kundasang, which is Singaporean especially, dia orang suka all the buah-buah, all the macam kuih-kuih situ. Tapi I still give my advice lah, if you want to buy, go to pasar di KK tu, because dia orang tolong pack semua kan, boleh pack dalam kotak apa semua bawa.
Betul easier logistics lah.
Which is kita ada bawa untuk dia orang sebenarnya, tapi tertinggal di rumah kan. Bagus. We prepare guys. Abang Osman semua kita prepare, tapi bagus. Kotak tinggal di rumah. Even for you bro, aku ada bawa. Tapi itulah, tak apa, we kirim lah, kita kirim.
Ayah nak makan, ayah nak baju. Baju
mana
semalam habis kan?
Habis.
Tapi tak apa, we got much for you guys lah. No worries, after this remind me.
Betul.
So
Jangan marah.
So when are you guys gonna open an agency?
Agency. Okay, this is the thing. Bagus lah, kau jadi podcast lah, kau tanya kita orang.
Aku minta nak interview kau.
Okay, boleh.
We got the third person already, see?
Well, to be frank, macam Kinabalu Podcast is registered. Kita dah register company and everything. We are trying to. This is how we thinking on going lah. Travelling punya podcast, Abang Osman pun advice kita try to stick on what travelling punya podcast, still in generic tapi still general, tapi still wanna try to help Sabah to gain more people coming in lah, especially Singaporean, I have to say, because kalau Semenanjung coming Sabah, I think probably easier because Malaysia and everything, but currency wise for me, Singaporean datang bawa 1,000 dah 3,400 kat Sabah apa kan.
Yeah.
When I was at Mari, there was a few people from Semenanjung. I asked them about the places that they go. I think if they listen to your podcast, right, they will go to they have better experience.
I see.
Semenanjung go there also pun sebarang. So they kind of, I feel like,
sayang
I went there, I showed them pictures and all that. Ini Kinabalu Podcast.
Thanks man.
They don't know.
Yeah.
podcast.
Podcast pun diorang tak tahu apa tu kan.
Yeah, but also the problem is the age. They are like 40s.
40s.
I see.
Okay, kira kita
More into-
wet umur aku lah. 40s, gitu.
Oh, kau
Siul
40
lah.
kah?
Dah lah.
Oh, bukan 30.
40 kan baru kira bermulanya segalanya. Dah tahulah kita tanya Abang Osman nanti ya.
So Kenny, where's your favorite place in Sabah?
You know, my favorite place in Sabah, I
It's
have
my
to.
bed.
Wait. I rephrase the question.
Okay.
Where would you recommend the top 3 places in Sabah?
In Sabah, okay, top 3.
So wait. Satu. Kalau orang tu macam Zah.
Wah.
Zah.
Where?
Oh, you are upping the game, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, for people like Zah.
Mencabar lah.
For people like Zah,
Kira
okay.
kau judging si Zah tu kalau kau tahu. Kau tahu dia punya gaya lah gitu.
This is how we control customer punya expectation.
Okay.
You see, macam
Alright.
dah buka agency ya.
Okay.
So it's kind of like this. So we look at the personality and see which would they prefer.
Yeah.
So macam Zah, she lah pula. Sorry Zah. He would love some family time also kan. So Kundasang.
Ayo good.
Of course lah.
Pukul 11 kena tidur tau.
Tidur pakai kasut tau. Sial lah. Okay.
Kau selit lah. So I would recommend Kundasang probably not too long. So probably a day or two.
Berpeluh.
Just to relax.
Berpeluh.
I am not berpeluh lah. Kundasang I went there for like 10 years every year, you know.
Okay.
Then the rest of the maybe island excursion probably fit for him. And then the rest probably spending time in KK. Because KK there's a lot of things to see as well. Aside from the Filipino market.
Good food as well.
Good food as well, yeah.
As good as Kundasang.
Yeah.
Sense, yeah.
That's true. And there are malls to explore as well, so you are covered.
So even
For a
like
few days.
macam dia punya warung Kundasang, right?
Kau ada pergi?
Yes.
Warung
It looks,
Kundasang
it looks so simple.
I
Tapi
went
dia
also.
punya
Wait, also
new chap dia, alamak.
Oh, dah sebut new chap.
Sekejap, New Chap mana kau pergi?
New chap,
Mengatal?
the famous one. There's only 2 outlets, I think, or something.
Dekat KK?
No,
in Kundasang? Okay.
Yes. By the road, they can see KK.
Oh, okay.
Mount Kinabalu.
Mungkin Kinabalu.
I think I know which
It's
one.
Yeah.
Nicer than I cannot
Any.
describe.
Okay.
You cannot find like the stock, Your taste. That thing hits you
I
in the
see.
morning, especially when it's cold.
I see.
Kinda-
Ros pergi juga? Ros also pergi?
I went also. Tapi ada satu macam warung kecil lah. I think
In Kundasang is it? You were talking?
Kundasang,
Okay.
yeah. Then we makan situ. We love the food out there.
Okay. Wow. In Kundasang aku akan recommend pergi tongking ayam lah. Orang Singapura pergi tongking
Tongking ayam lah.
Sabahan panggil buntut ayam
Buntut,
lah.
kan?
Buntut ayam. Abang Osman
Rasa
sudah
macam
cuba.
tawar lah.
Abang Osman sudah cuba juga. Dia ayam madu lah. Ayam madu tapi ayam yang madu lah.
Ya.
Jangan mencari madu lah. Well. So for me makan is very important juga.
That's true.
While we here, aku switch pergi Singapore sikit. Aku pun terus macam, alah, aku mau recommend orang Singapore pergi makan di Sabah ni anymore because sini pun makanan gila-gila sedap bro. Seriously.
Here, the food here
Maybe
is
ada
crazy, man.
masing-masing lah. Aduh, semalam kita pergi Spice kan.
Ya.
Spice.
Spice.
Di Bedok kan.
Ya, Bedok.
Aku terus dengar beduk berbunyi.
I see.
Tapi memang sedap lah. Betul, seriously. Dia rack of lamb. What's that? Rack of lamb.
New Zealand rack of lamb. Yeah,
Dia rack aku punya hati je. Tapi aku suka lah. But okay, talking about Sabah, macam food, aku tak tahu Singaporean dia makan pedas ke tak makan pedas, we don't know. Some say ada makanan mungkin ada lebih masin, lebih manis, everything ada gula and everything. Aku tak tahu, to be frank. Tell us what kind of food. Memang subjektif, tapi kalau macam Ros, kalau kau pergi tempat-tempat macam Sabah, kau akan pergi makan apa?
Yeah. What sort of food you prefer?
Of course, I will prefer nak cari seafood. But satunya kita taste bud kita kat Singapore ni is always spicy. So when
right.
we go to Sabah, dia punya tu tak spicy.
Okay.
That's the only yang kita
Okay.
rasa.
Oh.
Do you try the chili crab in Sabah?
Chili crab. Tak. I think tak ada.
Oh, I tried. Yeah, it's actually sweet.
Kan. Ada yang macam gitu kan.
Kita expect it to be spicy. Kita apa-apa semua mesti nak pedas.
Oh, nak pedas kan.
Oh, I see.
Kira Melayu sejati lah.
Oi.
Okay.
Actually can ask for more spice kan, kasih pedas lagi kan.
Yeah, can actually
But
can
dia memang sudah sedia di sana.
Yeah.
But we don't want to spoil the
The experience of real originality lah. Faham.
So we just see what they give us and then
We just try lah.
Yeah.
Kejap, the crab tu kau cakap Syah, kau makan mana Syah?
I forgot the name of the place.
Tapi in KK
Yes.
ke masakan sedap? Kau ada pergi masakan sedap tak yang kita recommend kat podcast?
Sedap. Yes.
Masakan
That's the one.
Okay.
In between now you got 2 shops, right?
Correct.
Banyak orang. You got this some big shot, one old man come, company.
Datuk apa semua makan kat situ.
Which Datuk. Dia berdiri, semua orang berdiri. Cikgu-cikgu semua. And when you want to go inside the
Kau
car.
kenal Bung Mokhtar tak?
Siapa tu?
Bung Mokhtar tak kenal? ZZ punya husband kan, Bung Mokhtar yang dia kata dekat parlimen dia kata fuck you tu tak?
Oh.
Kira kau maki
Kau cakap tu baru kita kenal.
Sorry ya, Sabah Tourism Board. Itu kira promotion, Pak. Promotion tu Sabah.
He's a duta now. Sorry.
So masakan sedap ni memang aku selalu recommend orang pergi. Sebab dia Oh tengok Syah tunjuk gambar lah.
Oh my god.
Kira Syah tunjuk gambar lah.
Can we use that as the cover for the
Why not?
Yeah.
So aku akan recommend pergi masakan sedap.
Yep,
Aku akan recommend pergi masakan sedap because they affordable, cheap. Kalau orang jarang lah pergi travel masa bulan Ramadan lah. Tapi kalau Ramadan, dia orang punya RM60 je. Satu per head. Eat till you drop lah. Budak-budak RM30 half price.
Nah kau.
So kira
kalau convert pergi sini punya $, nah berapa sih?
Lagi lah $15.
You can go all out.
Yeah.
There man with your currency and all that.
Aku specifically untuk podcast dia, aku imagine orang podcast boleh, orang Singapore boleh relate untuk kalau yang suka travel untuk datang Sabah because really the value money sangat-sangat beruntung.
And also you can play back, listen over and over again.
Correct.
Yeah. Judge from there rather than listening from mainstream media.
Sekali jalan kan.
Yeah, that's it.
And plus they're curated, because they want them to go this way, but actually
it's steered already.
Yeah. True that. Yeah. So you get street tips from Kinabalu podcast, and you get to know where the locals eat.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Mountain Valley.
Kau say Mountain Valley? Kau dah stay?
Aku no choice lah. I go and book the macam so-called family suite or what because there's no other room.
Oh, okay.
In Mountain Valley?
Yeah.
Kau stay in Mountain Valley?
Bantai.
Bantai je.
No choice lah. Just for the experience because of the fog, early morning fog and all. 3 katil so. Dengan balcony.
Kira boleh ganti-ganti dengan wife lah. Katil 1, katil 2, katil 3 lah.
Combine lah. Golek.
Bagus lah. Lagu Hindustan kan.
Sorry.
So macam Mountain Valley tu aku recommend juga Mountain Valley camp sebenarnya. Sebab kan macam Ustaz Nuzan dia suka betul Mountain Valley. Which is bagi aku okay kalau suka because
dah 9 bulan okay, alhamdulillah.
Apa dia?
Tak ada Mountain Valley
Okay.
The view yes. The whole glass panel and everything.
Okay.
But kalau pergi Sabah, Mountain Valley memang aku recommend. Aku recommend juga beberapa tempat sebenarnya. Di Kundasang ada banyak tempat. Di sini panggil staycay. Di sana dia orang tak tahu staycay apa. Kalau di Sabah they only know homestay. Di Sabah they call it homestay.
Homestay.
They call it homestay.
Other places they call it Airbnb and all that.
It's not so bad lah. Kita try Selin Resort.
Yes, Selin. You stayed in Selin also?
For first night.
First night.
I couldn't get Mountain Valley.
How was your stay at Selin?
It's good. It's like santai punya chalet. It's all wood.
Side road.
Very basic stuff. But the thing is that intimate setting.
I see.
And it's safe lah in that sense.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay. Dekat Sabah kau duduk mana? Is that Le Meridian?
Le Meridian
kan?
Le Meridian.
Sabah kau tanya aku ingat ke mana sih? KK is Le Meridian.
Well, aku cerita pasal Le Meridian and currency exchange on the third part. We're going to take a short break right after this. Kita akan cerita dengan Rose dengan Shah lagi sebentar saja lagi. Banyak aku mau kenapa Singaporean should go to Sabah after this.
That's true.
Why?
We'll let you know, guys.
How about Sabah? Mau pergi Singapore?
Sabah pergi Singapore.
Kita cerita nanti
Kena
podcast
banyak
ini.
sabar.
Apa dia?
Kena banyak sabar.
Okay.
Punchline
Sabah. Tadi kita kenal dia kan. Masa di
who gave it?
Danti the kakak the Grab driver. Sabah. Sabah orang penyabar. You kau betul kan?
Saya pun macam tadi diam.
Iyalah.
Lambat lah punchline.
Tapi I tell you di Sabah it's very lengthy road. Dia sangat panjang. Dia sangat memenatkan, to be frank. Banyak orang suka, tapi kadang-kadang kalau kami we have to travel
every day is different.
Every day is
for holiday is different.
Macam Kenny kami we based in Kota Marudu, tapi he's from Beaufort. So dia memang every weekend balik Beaufort. So balik Beaufort dia akan drive pergi KK 2 jam. So to Beaufort, KK to Beaufort around 2 hours and a half.
Used to be 1 hour and a half. Now it's 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, lagi cepat.
Because Pen Borneo is completed around 60% so sana kan.
Oh, so kau ikut Pen Borneo punya
Pen Borneo, it's a lot faster.
Oh, kalau gitu kita mau cari Pen Borneo, beli airtime kita kan. So kau daripada Kota Marudu ke Beaufort around berapa lama?
Okay, with rest and all that, I'd say 4 hours to 5 hours.
So long road 4 hours tu kita belum
sampai KL.
Tu lah pasal dah sampai KL lah.
Yeah.
And bagi aku kalau driving begitu jauh, kalau kami kan every weekend kami pergi KK and everything back and forth, very tiring man.
Jadi M3N lah.
Correct.
Kau tengok segue.
Tapi betul, seriously M3N ni sangat-sangat bagus. Dan penaja podcast kami kali ini juga adalah M3N. Kami betul-betul mau Malaysia kenal about this product, because dia bukan produk yang orang bilang kasih sejentik apa tadi kau cakap, herbs ke apa, ginseng sejentik kan gitu kan. Ini memang bagus.
It's 100%
organic.
natural.
Yes, natural organic. Dan dia sudah terbukti, kami sendiri, bukan kami mau cakap jilat pantat dah bagus pula. Tapi betul, tapi it is very good seriously. Podcast ini bukan khas kepada anda oleh M3N. Tenaga gaya dan keyakinan M3N dapat memberikan anda tenaga ekstra sepanjang hari, membantu meningkatkan kualiti tidur dengan menyokong tahap hormon lelaki yang sihat.
Ya, RM85 sahaja sebotol. I can't live without it.
Correct.
Macam Kado cakap tadi, I do long trips, and without it, I will rely on Red Bull and all that lah.
Which is not good.
Energy drink, it's
which
not
is
good.
not good.
Yeah, too many sugar and stuff. So I rely on 100% organic milk product, which is M3N. So dapatkan diskaun juga kalau kamu rasa macam RM85. Ada apa diskaun? RM5 setiap pembelian dengan menggunakan kod kami, iaitu Kinabalu semasa checkout di website dan di WhatsApp. Layari juga laman web mereka di www.myluster.com.my untuk membeli sekarang. Ikuti juga mereka di FB atau IG at m3n.kuasa. Sorry.
Macam mana tu? KU.
Kira-kira buat sound lah. Okay. At m3n.kuasa. Boleh order melalui WhatsApp mereka di 0175123401. Saya ulangi, 0175123401. Beli sekarang.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back right after this.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Adam Shamil. You're listening to Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah.